Okay, so this is the first attempt to make a motorized Fergus. It is not perfect. Obviously, prototypes never work with me. But let me show you what we got. So we have the motorized gearbox, the long shape rectangle, and we set it in place like so. It does have a tab that goes in there in the slot. Obviously, we need to put the adjust more details on the driving axle, but that's no problem. So I want to test to check how this fits. So previously I was mentioning that there's very narrow space right here, and one adjustment I'm going to do is move the screw housing half a millimeter that way, just half. And here's the lead. Since there is not much room where we can hide the motor, see how it looks. I had to cut this. I forgot to make the slope slot for that. And but here's how this thing fits. And I was right thinking that this is the only way we could make it motorized, and at the same time that it should fit. Look at that, one screw. It's a test, obviously. Needs a little bit of adjustment, but it's looking good. I need the front part. Even picked up some rivets. The print picked up some rivets. Testing rubber band. I mean the rings, the wheels. For this, I need to make some adjustment also. But this is how it's looking. Trying to use the rubber tie or ring found on the Emily's. Emily's are not expensive models, but there. Still need to. I need to clean or adjust these rims. They are not perfect. I need to make them a little bit wider. It does fit tight. Maybe it's because these rubber rings are old and does not adjust properly. But we have the idea. So first attempt, it's working, and this is how it's looking. Remember, I mentioned that there was barely narrow area. I wanted to make this spin, but there's the motorized mechanism inside. See how narrow it is. Once I slide half millimeter that way, there will be not even space or room for this thing, but that's okay. It will be a dummy flywheel. There's no room. The problem is we need to consider the length of the shaft, the driving axle, found on all the Trackmaster models. Trackmaster 1 are the same. I mean, I definitely can make myself a longer shaft, but I need to have something that everybody can have access. And this is how barely fits. It barely fits. It does not have a lot of room. It's just barely enough room for the wheel, so we cannot put a flywheel in here. But it's it looks like it's good fit for the gearbox. There's not a lot of room for the gearbox. So now I could adjust also some details like more rivets wherever they go. There's one little thing here, and maybe add some if the wheels allow me to, because I cannot put or add anything in here. There's no room with this wheel. We need to consider the clearance from the motor, the axle, driving axle. I need to make an This is going to be screw in. We need to put screws, a lead that we can screw this part. I don't want to make the whole thing. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe just like a little lead that might have to use some screws, so something like this. Otherwise, I need to make the whole bottom chassis. I don't want to do that, but just one piece that can be, put two screws in there, just in there, and it will fit perfectly. There's no other way. I cannot just run through the thing like so. You need to put the wheels on. I need to make it easy and accessible. There's one thing I need to adjust, is this hole needs to be moved up about 2 millimeters or 1.5 millimeters this way. Yeah, I did not consider that clearance, but look at this. Perfect. Just couple of adjustments, just few. See, it's quite challenging trying to design from zero, from scratch, something that might fit, the motor could fit in there on this thing. Also, I think I explained this might be a little taller than other toys, but not a lot. Problem is the wheels. There is no other way to make it, unless we make a free wheel. Then we can make a shorter and it will be close to this height. Obviously the funnel is going to be a little bit taller too. I'm talking about, it's not the funnel, it's the smoke box, right? This thing is going to be long, tall. So we're talking about maybe Trackmaster 3, but with Trackmaster 1 motor. Not perfect for being a motorized attempt of Trackmaster 1 model. Also, front wheels, front axle is from any Trackmaster 1 model. Same axle fits on this prototype. So let me know what your thoughts, what can be adjusted. Maybe you guys have any better idea, but I'll see what I can do. But I'm gonna try it next day. I think already spent way too many hours, almost 10 hours from scratch to print and test, almost 10 hours. So I'm gonna pause it for now. Okay.